had some people ask about where the snow blowing videos are, and up to this point in time, we really didn't have enough snow to blow. So finally, last night we got probably pretty close to a foot, I'd say. That storm, we were only supposed to get 1 inch of snow, but it wrapped around and came back over the lake, and Lake Ontario is not frozen now, so we got a pretty good pounding of that big granular lake snow that packs down and moves around in the wind pretty good. So I'm out here this morning having a little bit of fun finally. Up till now it's pretty much been green grass all winter, so it's a pleasure to see this, and hopefully this will get all the garden and everything in better shape, I think. But I got the Woodmax blower in the back of my little Kubota there, and just out there blowing away. Luckily it's warm. It's probably about 28 degrees out now, and it's not real cold, and the wind's not blowing that bad anymore. Last night we had some really good winds that actually moved the snow all around. You'll see that once I get out in the driveway. Some areas have over 2 feet, and some areas have 4 or 5 inches of it. So snow makes a big difference the wind makes a big difference when you get this lake effect snow. I just started cleaning up by the driveway there, and this stuff is heavy. It's like that heart attack snow they call it, I guess. Real heavy to shovel. It was real warm when it snowed, so that makes it a little bit heavier. And there you can see some areas are over a foot, foot and a half. Then you go out there and you got 6 inches. But it's finally about time that we did get some snow. I was kind of enjoying the global warming for a while, but this puts an end to it. Looks like we've got a real cold week coming now. So about the worst part was out by the road out there. Last couple of days, actually it's been about 24 hours, and the town's been plowing the roads, and they've been piling up all this slushy stuff that's kind of frozen together into just about a 2-foot tall bank of combination of snow, ice, and dirt. The sand they use on the roads, actually. And this was about the toughest spot. It did take me a lot longer today than it normally does. I spent just a little bit over, maybe about 32 minutes cleaning up with this today. And normally I can do it in, 10 to 15. So you can tell this stuff was really heavy. But this little snowblower, it really does a good job. It's just perfect for this kind of stuff. It throws it nice, gets it out of your way and stuff, and it's real easy to use. You just have to back up the Kubota, and that's it. So that right there is like the worst mess out at the end. That stuff was just nasty to deal with, but I just had to go slow, and the blower handled it no problem. I just make these videos to really show you people down south that are, you don't deal with snow or anything like that. The kind of fun that you're actually missing. I mean, this stuff here, once you get some snow on the ground, the bugs are all gone. There's no mosquito bites, no bugs, there's no snakes. Everything's gone. So, that's a good reason to move up north here, except for the taxes. But so there you can see. I'm just going to back up this way. A lot of times I go up the other way because when you have the chute turn the opposite direction, it will blow the snow further for some reason. See, when you got the chute turned that way with the impeller blowing up, it only throws it maybe about 25-30 feet. But if you turn it the other way, it will toss it a little bit further. And I like to, I don't like blowing into the wind, so I just kind of blow all off to one side, whichever way the wind's blowing to. And I do, make a mess for myself to deal with later too in some areas because I'm blowing snow into the spot that's got to be cleared up. But it's definitely a lot easier than dealing with the wind. And you can see that plastic shield that I put on the back of the tractor there. That thing is really amazing. It really does stop all the wind coming at you, and it pretty much keeps me pretty much free of snow if it's not real windy out. So I'm just going to do a couple passes up and down the driveway here. And I did have to go slow today too. I couldn't go as fast as I normally do just because this stuff is it's just so heavy. It'll plug up the blower, I think, if you go too fast. Actually, if the tractor had maybe about 5 more horsepower, it wouldn't be a problem. But the tractor gets to a point when you really get that whole blower full of this kind of snow where it starts really lugging down. There you can see this thing, it just eats everything up and spits it out and doesn't plug up or anything like that. So it's been a really great blower. And I'm guessing from watching the weather the last couple of days that many of you out there actually got 2-3 times this amount of snow. So hope you got something decent to clean it up with, and it goes quick for you, because this stuff really, if you gotta get out there and try to shovel this stuff by hand, it's just not easy to do. And you can pretty much see those weights that I put on the front of the tractor. I think it was last year I made the video about that, just using the weightlifting type weights to counterbalance it. They really are just perfect for this blower. They don't stick out too far. You can get right up against things, and they're just the right weight where the front end stays down on the ground with no problems. Okay, so I got the main driveway done there, and now it's time to go down the hill. And this here, I blew the snow from the driveway over this way to start out with anyway, just to get it out of the way. And it's kind of limited to how you can blow it when the wind's blowing. So now it's time to go down the hill here, and you can see that's pretty much over 2 feet all the way down that hill. And this is where I really had to go slow. The tractor itself could have used a couple more horsepower to keep this stuff moving because it's so heavy, but it did it in the end. Just first time I've had to really use the low range on the transmission on this. Usually I just do it in the higher speed. But the snow is so granular and stuff that I did have a problem. I couldn't just drive right back up the hill. It was, even with the 4-wheel drive, I was slipping, so I had to do some cleaning out and moving around before I could back up the hill there. And you can see the wind starting to pick up a little bit. But this, really makes it a fun job. I enjoy going out there and cleaning it up. I've been waiting for a good storm. And, pretty much you can see this tractor, I think, would handle just about anything that you throw at it with that little blower on the back there. So I've always got people asking for some more snowblower videos, so I figured I'd put one out today and bore everybody to death, and hopefully they don't have too much of a mess to clean up, or they're cleaned up already. And I guess old Phil yesterday, or was it yesterday, predicted we're going to get another 6 weeks of winter, so it looks like another late spring to get started with our gardens, but we'll see. He's not always right. Let's hope he's wrong this year, because it's just been such a warm season so far. We've we've probably only used less than half the wood that we normally use for heating the house. It's just been, so warm. But the only thing is we haven't had many sunny days either. Pretty much a lot of clouds and rain and stuff like that, but nothing really cold up till now. And there you can see, when I get into that really, really packed high stuff there, I got to give it a break and let the tractor pick up some RPMs and then go back into it until I get down a little bit. But that tractor is pretty amazing that it, does move all that snow with just 23 horsepower on it. And this hill actually is a lot steeper than what it looks on the video here. It's kind of hard to tell looking at it from the top with all the whiteout conditions. So I'm at a point now where I've just got a couple more of these those old catch-up videos to do to get caught up on some things that I promised, and then I'll be able to get going and get started on our new dining room table that I'm going to be building from some walnut that's been piled in the great room pretty much all winter now, by the wood stove, doing the final drying to get ready. Yeah, that stuff is real nasty there. It's that real granular, heavy lake snow. And, when you've got a warm lake like we have this year, it's not frozen over at all. We can really get pounded from now on if the cold weather comes in. And then before I finish up, I got to do a little path across the front there for the dogs. They like to go on the grass when they go out, so I just try to scrape it down to the grass there. And first time the sun hits it, it'll be all, green grass growing, and they'll be real happy. They can just go out and do their duty and have grass to go on. It makes them go a little quicker. Pretty much, you can see the snowblower does make this job clean up a real fun job. And I still have to get out the roof rake. You can see I got about a 4-foot drift over there blown up, and over around this side here I got like about a 3.5-foot drift blown up. It's amazing what the wind does to this snow. And then going down to my barn there, I've got like over 2 feet. I've got to dig a path all the way through. And there you can see there's like about 3.5 feet up there on the roof. I've got to knock down, get that out of there, because they're calling for another big one this Sunday, I think. And there's 2 feet of snow going down there to deal with. But anyhow, it took me like 32 minutes, I guess, to clean this all up. And, time to go back inside and finish my coffee and sit by the wood stove and warm up. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.